Have you ever had a gut feeling that you ignored and later on wished that you had listened? That happened to me way too many times, just enough times for me to realize that I needed to trust my gut, my intuition a whole lot more. Hi, I'm Shakilia, and welcome to Enchant Your Life, where we explore manifestation, spiritual wisdom, and just practical ways to live a more magical and joy-filled life. Today, I'm going to share with you why following your intuition will guide you to making better decisions, finding more peace, and more alignment in life. Here's an example of how following my intuition helped me. So I was looking for a new job and I looked for so long. I put in so much work and I had a couple of interviews and no callback. And then something just told me, I just had this feeling to just stop. Just stop and relax and go do something fun. So I listened and I stopped sending out, resumes and things like that. And I went on Amazon, bought a bunch of jigsaw puzzles because I know I used to like that as a kid. And I did puzzles for like a week straight. During that week, I got a call from one of the companies that I previously interviewed with, and they called me for a second interview. When I went there, I did the second interview. They hired me on the spot. Everything was beautiful and it was smooth sailing. And it all happened because I listened to my gut and I relaxed and I allowed the universe to do all the work behind the scenes without me having to do anything more. So what is intuition anyway? Intuition is a gut feeling, like I said before, an inner knowing, guidance from within, from your higher self or from God. It may feel like an impulse or an urge to move or do something. For example, when you step into a particular place or a space and you feel goosebumps or chills or just an uneasy feeling, the place may just give you the heebie-jeebies. That's a sign, and it may be telling you to get out of that place. And you have to listen, get out of there as soon as possible. All of these feelings, these gut feelings, can be protecting you from danger. Your inner guidance can see the bigger picture of situations and can guide you to safety. And it's not with just places, it's people too and things. Certain people you can get a bad vibe from or a good vibe. So it just depends on the feeling you're getting, and you just gotta trust it. Intuition can be confused with fear or overthinking, but the difference with intuition is that you're not scared or anxious. It just feels like a matter of fact. And although there are times where it can feel really strong, most times it's a very subtle feeling in the beginning, a quiet nudge in a particular direction. So you really have to pay attention. And it usually is not even logical. There's no rhyme or reason to why you would get these gut feelings. No explanation at the time, but you gotta trust it. Now, I have a lot of examples of how not following my intuition has led me into terrible situations. Situations like, for example, maybe I met someone at work and I got bad vibes from them for whatever reason. I didn't know the person. And then later on, I figure out that this person is just not good for me or doesn't have my back or something like that. And another example that's coming to mind is Snow White. Remember when that old lady came to her at the end with that apple and had her bite into the apple? Now, Snow White was hesitant and she knew something was off about this lady, but she just, I guess she was trying to be kind and respectful or whatever, and she bit into the apple, and that old lady was a witch in disguise and was there to poison her. Can you think of a time where you just didn't go with what your gut instinct told you to do and you ended up realizing that it was a bad move, or you could have avoided the situation had you listened to your gut? So why is listening to your intuition important? It can protect you from making wrong choices, bad decisions. It can tell you do not proceed. It can keep you safe and help you avoid unnecessary drama. And on the other hand, it can lead you to opportunities that feel more aligned. So intuition doesn't always have to be like a bad feeling. It can be a good feeling, like you're getting good vibes from a person or a situation. It may even have you like avoid traffic. You might just have a gut feeling to take the next exit for whatever reason. And if you listen and take it, you probably will be avoiding a traffic jam ahead. The more you practice listening, the more you build self-trust and confidence. And it'll open the door to synchronicities and flow. Some common blocks to listening to your intuition include doubting and second-guessing yourself. Fear of making the wrong choice, like thinking, what if I'm wrong about this? Or you might be getting some outside input, letting people weigh in with their opinions when it doesn't even matter what they think. A lot of times your intuition kicks in and you need to listen to it or act immediately. But sometimes there's time and you ignore it, and then it starts off as a whisper. You ignore it, it gets louder and louder and in your face until you can't ignore it anymore, and you have to do something about it. You have to actually listen to your intuition. Now, here are some ways that you can strengthen your intuition. You can quiet the mind with meditation and journaling. You can notice patterns in your feelings and your body signals. Like for me, sometimes I get like a weird feeling in my stomach or tingling in my feet or just goosebumps or something like that. It's different for everyone because everyone's unique, but you have to learn what it is for you. And you can start small. Follow your intuition on simple decisions. Trust and act even if it feels uncomfortable. It'll gradually feel more comfortable to you because you'll be more aware of it. It'll become more obvious and you'll be able to more easily discern whether it's your gut feeling, your intuition, or something else like fear or anxiety. So trust your vibes, honey. And speaking of trust your vibes, I know Sonia Choquette has a book called Trust Your Vibes. Your intuition is a gift from God that's there to help you along life's journey with no reasoning, with no conscious reasoning. It's your sixth sense, and we all have it. We all were born with that. Sometimes in hindsight, you'll see why your intuition led you somewhere or towards someone or something. And sometimes you won't know at all, and you just have to trust it because your intuition never lies. Your gut never lies. It's always right. The next time your intuition whispers, try following it. You never know. It may surprise you where it leads you. And let me know in the comments if you've ever followed your intuition and it changed your life. I would love to hear that story. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something from it. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss my next video. Sending my love to you. See you next time, my dear. Bye.